Hey, 30-2s. Let's take a look at our last lesson in set theory called applications. Usually when we're talking about applications in 30-2, we're talking about having three sets, which is the most I'll ever give you. So in question number one here, I've already drawn the Venn diagram for you, and let's see what it says. So it says in a survey of 100 families about their following technology that they own. So some own computers, C, some own DVRs, D, some own scanners, S. Now let's just answer some questions. What percentage of the families have a computer at home? Well, computer we said is C, so 78%. How many families have all three machines? Well, that's the intersection of all three sets, 5. How many families have none of these machines? Well, that's these people out here, right? They don't have any of them. So there's 3 of them. How many families do not have a scanner? Well, if there's 10 of them that have a scanner and there's 100 families in total, well, that means 100 minus 10 would be 90. There's 90 that don't have a scanner. And how many families have a computer and a DVR? Well, computer and DVR will be this region right here where they overlap. Now, noticing that I'm going to include that 5 there as well, because even though those people have all three machines, they certainly have a computer and a DVR. So 62 plus 5, that's 67. Okay, you can see it when I draw it for you, it's actually pretty easy, isn't it? What's more difficult is when you need to draw it. So each member of a club plays at least one of the following: soccer, rugby, or tennis. The following information is known. Okay, 43 people play tennis. So I'll just write that there. Now, where I'm actually going to start is I'm not going to start at the top and work my way down. I'm going to start down here at the triple intersection. 4 play all three sports. Bingo. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of these and statements. They're the next ones that are easiest to get rid of. But there's a really big deal I need you to watch here. 11 play tennis and rugby. Well, 11 play tennis and rugby is this whole region in here. Okay, so what we need to account for is that we've already got 4 of those people counted. So what I'm going to say then is 11 minus 4 is 7. That's how many people go in that region. Notice I had to subtract. Look at the next one. 7 play tennis and soccer. So the wrong thing to do would be to put 7 here. That would be tennis and soccer only. What we have is 7 is, again, this whole overlap. So tennis and soccer only is 7 minus 4, which is 3, like that. And now our last and statement, 6 play soccer and rugby. So 6 minus 4 is 2. So I just want to make note of this while we're kind of working on it. This little region here with the 3, this is tennis and soccer only. That has been popping up on diplomas quite frequently the last couple of years. So just in case you see that. Now, after I'm done that, I'm going to go back to this 43. It says 43 people play tennis. Well, that's the whole blue circle. So if I subtract the 3, the 7, and the 4, that's going to give me 29. 29 people play tennis only. Once I've got that, now I'm going to go to my or statements. I generally leave those to the end. So 84 play rugbys. Oh, that's what happens when you combine words together, rugby or tennis. That's those two regions put together. So what I'm going to do to find rugby only is I'm going to go 84 and I'm going to subtract all of those numbers. And what I'm going to end up with is there's 39 people that play rugby only. Well, what do we have left? We've got how many people? 68 play soccer or rugby. So soccer or rugby, let's go hot pink, it'll show up a little better. Soccer or rugby is this region. So again, what I'm going to do to find soccer only is I'm going to go 68 minus 39 minus 7 minus 4 minus 3 minus 2, and I get 13. So there's the Venn diagram completed. Now I know there's no one on the outside because they say they play at least one of the following sports. So we've drawn it. How many members does the club have? Well, we just need to add these all up. So I'm just going to add them up and just make sure, again, take your time on questions like this. You know what you're doing. And then if you put a number in your calculator wrong, you get it wrong. So it looks like there's 97 members. Okay, now here's a complicated looking one. How many elements in their region are intersect not T union S? Okay, how I'm going to attack this. First thing I'm going to do is switch to pretty purple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out this region first here. T union S not. So T union S would be these circles, the blue and the green put together. Well, not that is everything outside it, right? Is everything outside it. And we want to intersect that with R. So where do we intersect with R? Right there. So how many people? That's really, again, what that's really saying is that's people that play rugby only. So there's 39 people that play rugby only. There it is, friends. There is applications. Again, the number one mistake, watch for subtracting when you're in these regions. That's the number one mistake teachers go to when the Venn diagram doesn't look right.